Okay, you cannot have a Cars-themed area in Frontierland. You cannot have a Cars-themed area, attraction, land, anything like that in Frontierland. This area is set between 1790 and 1880, where the horse and buggy, any ride you have has to be on some kind of rail. Noisy rides like Test Track and Radiator Springs Racers don't belong in Frontierland, especially when they disrupt the quiet, creepy atmosphere of the Haunted Mansion and the historical area of Liberty Square. Disney needs to improve their already established areas, the immersiveness problems they have right now. They need to add a great transition from Liberty Square to Frontierland. Paint the ground to look like dirt, like in every Western movie. Or just look at Disneyland Paris's Frontierland ground, paint it that color. If you're going to demolish Tom Sawyer's Island and replace it with something new, it has to match the time period and the atmosphere of what it's replacing. Can you imagine losing all of this? So I was thinking, to save Tom Sawyer's Island, we might have to sacrifice the riverboat. Now hear me out. If we let go of the riverboat, it opens up the possibility to enlarge pathways as large as we need to get traffic flowing to Villain's Land, while still keeping the water and the island. Think about it, without the riverboat, you can build a bridge to the island, which would increase capacity to the island, and you can even open up Aunt Polly's again. I mean, it's better than losing everything, right? It's a great compromise. This idea could save us from total disaster. If they ever decided to throw in a Cars-themed attraction, it would completely destroy the rivers of America and Tom Sawyer's Island, not to mention Liberty Square. Even if you weren't a fan of Rivers of America or Tom Sawyer's Island, you have to admit that slapping a Cars-themed attraction in this area will ruin the vibe completely, entirely. And then you will have two theming problems. You'll have Splash Mountain and the Cars-themed area. It will be a mess. And it's not like you're gonna have no boats. You could bring back the Mike Fink keel boats that were running from the beginning till 2001. Bring those back. Those are small, narrow. They'll get through the waterways. It will keep the theme and the charm consistent. And imagine the possibilities of building a New Orleans Square expansion with a proper Tiana's ride. Finally, Splash Mountain could be rethemed, connecting Thunder Mountain to the rest of Frontierland. A Lewis and Clark Great Expedition ride could take you through their journey in Montana, facing the dangers of wildlife and waterfalls. Now that would be a respectful way to improve the park, repairing the theming and bringing back the charm. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I got plenty more thoughts on how to keep the magic alive. So whenever you think about changing something, replacing something, or tearing something down, always think to yourself, what would Walt do? On the Thunder mountainside, it will be walkways like this one here that runs along Frontierland. It would only have to be about this wide because this will not be the only pathway to the back area. This here would be the dividing line from Liberty Square to Frontierland. Right here, this is where they should have a themed entrance. So, in the pavements changing colors.
Don't go that way, you gotta be going that way. Say thank you. Yeah.